Never spend more than $20 on a computer game. Hey guys, John Loxley here, back with our Subnautica walkthrough slash playthrough. It's the last time we built the Cyclops. We messed around in the prawn for a little bit. So this time, we should have most of the stuff we need built. It's time to get a little bit further in the story, I think. I would like to find the disease research facility. That's...
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
That's going to be the next thing, I think. Alright, minus 4.5.
All primary systems online.
Actually, just real fast, I want to do a quick thing or two. I know. That should be enough. I just want to... Oh. Well then. I was planning to reinforce one of the walls. Still might be able to do that. I just need more titanium. Like, I'm a little bit shocked, honestly, to find that I'm totally out.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But for right now, we're not actually going to take the Cyclops anywhere at the moment. Unfortunately, the Cyclops is too much of a pain in the butt, and it's like, as soon as you build the Cyclops, it's understandable that your first, thought would be like, let's use it. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Is there any metal salvage down here? Easily accessible, perhaps? Oh, well, there's more lithium. Aye. I know you gotta grab it. There you go. Boom. Any more easily accessible metal salvage, perhaps? There's a bone shark. Thought that was a ruby, to be honest. Copper ore, I will take you. Salt. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Silver, yeah, alright. Alright, well, we'll just break these and then we'll head back. Lead. Silver, cool. Oh, you. Oh, you. More copper, I will take you happily. Ah, well, alright. If you insist. Boom. Yes, the stalker is right there looking to take a little bite. Oh, well, hello. Oh, really? Oh, well. Next time. Oh, see? I knew there was plenty of metal around. This is like a stalker's paradise. Yeah, I hear it. It's coming. It's coming right at me. Oh, well, that didn't work as well as I would like. Well then. So I've been thinking about it a little bit, the whole grindy aspect, and this is probably the grindiest as far as, you know, just building the different things. going out getting resources and other stuff, and that seems, at least to me, to be the grindiest aspect of the game. I mean, it is the grindiest aspect. And nothing you can really do about that a whole lot. But, it is what it is. On the one hand, I understand why... laser cutter, sure, why not? Oh. I understand why people would be a little bit bored by it. But maybe... I know for a fact some people aren't, so I've given a lot of thought to leaving it in or taking it out, and I'm honestly still not sure what to do. Take my titanium back, thank you. I meant lithium, that's what I meant. So, yeah, long story short, I still don't quite know what to do about the long stretches of... I think there was a couple episodes of just straight up base building. Really? These are both growing still? OMG. Well, let's see. Okay, I have power cells, I have a regular battery, flashlight flares, repair tool scanner, I have some food, which you don't really need a whole lot. You know what, I'll just take both of those. And real fast, we'll take a look at some of these. Right. Limitless Power and Cyclops, we both built last time. Data downloads. So these are pretty long, if I'm remembering right. Okay. See, look how long these are. Altera Alms Pamphlet. Charity is an archaic concept which the realism of today's Alterans has rendered obsolete. We understand that we are each responsible for ourselves, but the best way to get the most for ourselves is to work together with Altera. The implication of this reasoning is clear. If someone is in need, they must find a way to be needed. Altera Alms is a training academy for those that don't need to be needed. Oh, for those that need to be needed. We're not a charity because we don't ask for handouts. We prefer to think of ourselves as a philanthropic beneficence facilitation service promoting synergy between employer and workforce. That's kind of nice. It's like, hey, if you need, we don't give handouts. Everyone has to work for what they want. I'm okay with that. AA operates on a lottery system. By investing any number of credits, you'll be entered into our prize draw. Larger investments yield higher chances of winning. Your credits will go toward training unskilled colonists in vital tasks such as maintenance and interpersonal skills. The colonists receive this training voluntarily and free of charge on condition of a minimum contract with one of our investors on completion of their training. So that's kind of neat. The first time I read this, I thought it was, well, you have to invest to get a chance of winning the training, but it looks like it's actually like a lottery. You win the lottery and the profits, or some of the profits, most of the profits go towards actually training people that need it. So that's kind of nice. Okay, we'll probably do another one of these and then head for the advance the story plot a little bit more. Altera Citizen Testimonials. Frank told us this. I don't think I've ever actually read this one. I hear there are worlds out there where kids still learn from books. They go into a classroom every day, they memorize things, then later they tech those things out in controlled environments. Or worlds where everyone's supposed to do whatever creative job they feel like. What use is learning to draw or sing in a world where there's no human resource department to coordinate the galleries and concerts? On Altera worlds, psychometric testing and specialized digitraining makes the most of everyone's talents. Sounds like the Kuhn from Dragon Age. I started out in marketing for Altera survival systems. It was good work, but I thought I could do better. I set up my own company, developing bespoke code for the Seamoth so it could operate in open space, not just underwater. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So it originally was purely an underwater vehicle. I sold up to Altera 10 years ago, and now it's one of the most widely used vehicles in the galaxy. Now I'm on the board of directors, and I haven't looked back. I'm not just a client, I'm also the president. George said, an average day for me starts at 10 a.m. I live in a controlled habitat on Terra 17, so everything I need is less than 5 minutes away. I'm a naturally empathetic person, so I took work as a companion. What does that mean? I spend my days visiting clients, talking with them, learning about them, paying them the attention that everyone needs and deserves, and like everyone on all Terra worlds, I'm lucky enough to earn a living doing things I enjoy. So is this like the Japanese host clubs? Or is he more intimate than that? Kaz says, we're lucky, we're free, we have jobs. There are transgovs out there that do everything with robots, you know? I don't know. That's interesting. That's real interesting. Maybe one more real fast. Oh, there we go. Okay, a short one. Corporate profile Torgal Corp of the Degassi. Torgal Corporation is a long-standing, family-run clan that operates almost a dozen mining and trading operations. The company's share price hit an all-time high on the announcement by a Mongolian cabal of their intention to construct a new phase gate utilizing Torgal materials. These plans were put on hold when Bart Torgal, the intended leader of the new mining operation, disappeared along with his father roughly a decade ago. Interesting. Oh, geez. Okay, well, I know this hive mind one is long, so we'll just read this one real fast and then we'll move on. Transgov profile Altera Corp. One of the largest suppliers of spacefaring technologies and consumer electronics in the Federation, the official supplier of the TSF. Consistently ranked among the galaxy's best employers, began life as a defense manufacturer in the mid-22nd century. National motto, get what you deserve. Although most transgovs can trace their roots back to Earth, Altera, literally meaning by Earth, is the only one brazen enough to take its name. During the expansion, Altera supplied arms to all sides, acquiring and housing a vast colonist workforce, and making the transition from manufacturer to corporate state. Altera's threat to cease trade was one of the turning points in the conflict, bringing about the end of hostilities and the signing of the Charter. Free enterprise within Altera space is encouraged, but competition is tight, and all goods exported off-world must be Altera branded. Profitable businesses are bought out by the state, owners ascending to the board of directors. Well-known Altera technologies like the Cyclops submersible originated with such private enterprises. Despite superficial similarities to national governments, the corporation's lawyers have always maintained that it has no legal obligation to its employees, but voluntarily elects to take on the roles usually served by a democratically elected government. This claim has not yet been tested in Federation courts. I see. Okay. Yeah, so, if there was one thing that I would do over on this walkthrough is basically read the stuff when I picked it up or scanned it, because we have a ton of stuff. The problem is you start in the safe shallows with like 6 different kinds of fish and all the different kinds of coral and plants and creep vine and everything else. And so before you know it, you just have this huge backlog of stuff. And now it's not a problem, at least for me, because I can read silently a lot faster than... Wait, hang on. Let's see, it's growing still. I can read a lot faster to myself than I can out loud. But, so that's okay. We'll have to... That's just something I'll have to learn how to do better as I do these Let's Plays and stuff. Alright, so... We have... Oh, you know what? I want a beacon. What is it, just copper and titanium? Labels. We'll make 2 beacons, because one I plan to leave. Hang on, is that the only one that we haven't been to? Okay, we got the... Make all these yellow. Base will make red. That one we've been to. Degassi habitat we've been to. Well. Okay, so this is the only one we have not been to yet. So let's go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, so just to orient ourselves. Alright, so Lifepod 12. This one we got a while ago, actually. And it's, I don't know, I think you get it like right after you make the sea moth. I can't recall specifically. Passing by some different areas, another little wreck. Tons of grav stuff and trash can if you need it. Now this is approaching, let's see, I'm trying to think. It's in the, well, what was that? I don't think we hit anything. Like, I assume that was the gasopod and not... Well, maybe we did hit a fish. Either way. Another more wreck-related stuff. What is that? We've scanned the coffee machine already, right? Oh, jeez. Now, one thing we haven't scanned is that thing. Yep. Oh, jeez. No, I think we have scanned the crash fish. I know we hadn't for a long time. So this is gonna get kind of close to the front of the Aurora, so there's gonna be a little bit of... Oh, I love that. Like you think it's land, but it's actually just a reef back. Oh, there we go, okay. So you can see we're getting close to a mushroom forest right there. Kind of like with one near Lifepod 13, was it? Oh, okay, there's a Cyclops fragment. Part of the bridge and more scrap metal. So we'll just kind of stay in this area. It's a little bit safer. Like you can still see the front of the Aurora. And kind of look... It's interesting. It seems like the your peripherals, your vision actually go out a little bit farther. Right, so you can see the ampiole over there, although we haven't scanned it yet officially. So you notice out here there's just a ton of reef backs, and then as it gets lower there are not. So there is... Oh, you can hear it. There it is. See it off to the right. Yep. So you can hear them from pretty far away, which is good. Okay, and there's a bone shark over there. Now, why are we heading this way? Well, so this is kind of the intermediate area, the line right between the mushroom forest and what's called the Koosh Zone. Now, I believe in you know, official stuff, it is now the bulb zone. But during development, it was called the Koosh Zone, and in the game, it's still called the Koosh Zone. And oh man, that bone shark is mad. And I'm sure they changed it because, you know, Kush is a slang term for marijuana. So, can't have that. And that is a giant thing. So we're gonna get... We're not necessarily gonna go check this out, although I am tempted.
detecting volcanic activity and several unusual electromagnetic signatures in the region. Exercise caution when diving deeper.
Yep. So we're gonna equip you. So the electromagnetic signatures it's talking about are these guys. The amp eels, which you can see are just covered in electricity. And this wreck is actually pretty big. There's lots of rooms inside. And just remember to be careful. Is it gonna come this way? Yes, it is. Ow. Well, see, that's why you have the stasis rifle, but I'm gonna F the police, so to speak. Come on, guy. Scan faster. There we go. Boom. Oh, and there's a mesmer right there, too. Okay. Yeah, so this whole area is fairly dangerous. Lots of amp eels around. Okay, hurry up and disappear so I can clear my little check mark. Okay. Let's see. Indigenous life forms. Fauna. It is a carnivore, actually. Amp eel. Oh, yeah, we'll go through some of these. Look at that beautiful specimen. Threat level medium. A powerful and inquisitive predator found inhabiting the deeper waters of the reefs and bulb bush colonies. Electrical prongs. Torso-mounted prongs generate a powerful electrical current, which the amp eel uses to incapacitate its prey. Jaws. A large, flexible jaw studded with sharp teeth. If a faster, stronger, and hungrier predator lives on the reefs, it appears to avoid the amp eel. Assessment: avoid or incapacitate. Alright. Had to pause there for a second because Manny Cat wanted to get in my lap, and that's not possible. Except now he's walking across the... That's fine. It'll probably be okay. Let's just take a look. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the solar charger thing is handy. Our power for the Seamoth's already back up at 100%, and we were down to like 80-something. So we'll just go through some of these real fast. Biter, because these are pretty short. Biter, threat level medium. You know, that's interesting because the amp eel was right about the same, a little bit more. Honestly, I kind of disagree that the biter is that. Or maybe the amp... Well, you know, amp eel's not super aggressive, I guess. Biter is. Vicious pack-hunting predator. 94% muscle, 4% connective tissue, 2% brain. Indiscriminate when hungry. Almost always hungry. That sounds like... well... Manny Cat. Specialized olfactory antenna. Number 1. Employed in detection of bodily fluids in the water at impressive range. Secondary pair of eyes. Yep, 2 pairs. Likely dedicated to detecting the peripheral movement of larger predators and hungry members of its own species. Overdeveloped tail fin. Favors outpacing and outnumbering their prey over individual maneuverability. Calculations suggest creatures up to 100 times the biter's body weight could succumb to a focused assault by a pack of 10. Assessment: avoid packs, try not to bleed. So I wonder if bleeding was like a status effect that was planned but never implemented. Bone shark, here we go. Look at those beady little eyes. Also, with the biter, its eyes are in the front. That's how you know it's a predator. A large and powerful predator lives in small groups and fiercely defends its hunting grounds. Thickly armored exoskeleton suggests defensive adaptation either to larger predators or in-species aggression. Marked similarity to the segmented exoskeleton of the sand shark, suggesting a relatively recent common ancestor. I like how they try to tie these things together in like an evolution sense. Large eyeballs, consistent with high light sensitivity, likely for hunting of luminescent prey in low light environments. Right, so if you actually go to the floating islands down near the bottom of that, so on the map, you know, if it's like a ring, the kind of the top area, the top middle, is the floating islands, and that's where I thought you would go, because it's probably the deepest area right next to the quarantine enforcement platform. But you get down there and it's super dark, and there's bone sharks everywhere. Generally slow and unresponsive as a means of energy conservation, they will act with uncompromising speed and aggression against any threat to their territory. Agreed. Assessment: avoid may be distracted by light sources. That's interesting. Crab squid. These terrifying things. Yeah, threat levels up there. This large predator can be found in deep waters where it lurks amongst the blood kelp and membrane trees in search of prey. It can deploy a powerful electromagnetic pulse to defend itself. I would argue to disable its prey as well. 10 limbs feature different appendages for swimming, walking, hunting, and possibly even tool use. Creatures caught in its grasp are expertly butchered and quickly consumed. And if you watch them for a while, they'll actually walk around. Behavior. Rays and other illuminated herbivores are its usual prey, and it will approach and attack any light source in the vicinity. Its EMP blast was likely to be developed as a response to predation by creatures with electrical hunting mechanisms, i.e. the ampiel. While crab squids appear to have large brains in a resemblance to the intelligent squids of Earth, the organ inside the creature's head is in fact its stomach, which it must fill with startling regularity. Assessment: neutralizes electrical equipment. Lights attract its unwanted attention. It'll go after you regardless. So for now, we'll just leave this here. Okay, so we'll just check this out real fast. There's a couple different areas. There's a couple different ways you can get in. And that's a bone shark right there. Jeez. Okay. So generally speaking, you see it... Well, it's sand coming out, right? But... Okay. Light stick right there, which, you know, I have already. Huh. Oh yeah, watch out for the mesmer. And you... Oh, is it coming after me? Maybe. Yep. Okay, well, oh, there's gold. Come on, man. And Manny, you're in the way. Oh, okay. See, I knew there was something over here. Alright. Switch to a better light. So there's a couple rooms in here once you're in. This is typically where I find the reinforced dive suit, assuming it's still here. And yeah, it's a little weird, but as soon as... Whoa, geez. Yeah, your view just, like, flips all over. Alright, so there's disinfected water, which we'll just use real fast. Boom. There is a... Let's cut this. We're gonna have to head out and refill our oxygen very soon. But I just wanted to show you the inside of this, because it's one of the, you know, one of the bigger wrecks. Why would I close the door? You're crazy. And there's a lot of reefbacks. Not complaining.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Back here. And yeah, you heard the bone sharks attacking, because, you know, they know you're in there and they can sometimes go through the walls and stuff, and it's, you know, kind of a pain. So, go through here. We'll go through here. That's the mess you can see from the top. Don't worry, we'll explore that hatch real fast. So we cut through here, and that gives you... Oh, okay, I'm glad I came in here. There's a PDA. Right, so there is... Oh, Cyclops sonar upgrade. Did I not have this? Nice. Alright, well, goes to show you, always... The charter. Always explore ruins.
Integrating new PDA
And we get a
data.
free nutrient block. Kind of a shame that door can't be opened, but that's in this room at least. That is everything. Then you can go down here, and well, you just see the sand. You don't really see a lot else. That's why you go back up here, and as you're leaving, go in here. Now, just remember, be careful. This thing is very twisty, and there's a couple different paths, except that's not one. So just be careful. You know, make sure you always have plenty of oxygen. Because, I mean, look at this. Look how twisty this is. Right, so you come out here, and you have this whole room with really nothing in it. You can scan that. It sounds like there's an ampule right outside. More water. And then you can go through these doors and underneath. And... I guess they moved it. Okay, well, now we know. There used to be a data pod down there, underneath, that had the reinforced dive suit in it. So... Well, okay. I guess it doesn't anymore. That's a bit of a problem with doing, you know, it's something I thought about while doing this walkthrough slash playthrough. Because, you know, they change stuff. And that's, this definitely makes it a little bit more difficult, or it can. Stuff that was current, you know, becomes out of date. So pretty soon, you know, it's like, what's the point? Because everything is totally off. Alright, so you can see this area is kind of flat. But even so, you know, I hope if you guys are watching this, it really helps out. So, right, we're going for the pod. We're going to try and stay a little bit higher up and dive to it, because if you stay above, you know, however many meters... Oh, and you can see there's got to be brain coral down there too, so that's even better. Right on. Okay. Should we go higher? Oh. What the heck? Oh, that's got to be the bubbles. Okay, well. Yeah, see, there's a bone shark right there. We'll just go a little bit higher. Just because I don't want them to attack my sea moth while I'm not there. They're pretty close, but they should... Well, hang on, we'll switch to you. Bring some of that water. Now you'll notice that's a little hole right there. Unfortunately, nothing in there. Except, you know, heat and death. And this place is actually very pretty. And this is not a bad place to build a base if that's something you want to do. Abandoned PDA. Medical Officer Danby's crew log. Alright. That's pretty much what you get here. So, okay. Common bulb bush. Boom. It's oh geez. Oh, that's fine, we have time to read it. So bulbush, this aquatic species has evolved to grow in deep, sandy environments and to conserve its hydration levels against relatively extreme external temperatures. The root system can fragment the shell rock it grows on to form a deep anchor point, allowing predators to graze but not easily uproot the entire plant. This grazing will tend to dislodge parts of the plant, and each section is capable of growing into a fully formed adult plant, explaining the concentrations of bulbushes in some parts of the world. Assessment: edible in small quantities, high water content. Oh, hang on. Let's go for the... Oh, there's more lithium. Nice. I'm not gonna, get it or anything. And that bone shark is probably coming after me. Oh, and there's the mesmers. You can see him. Yep. There you go. You can see him taking care of some business. And the giant bulbush. This vast plant is centuries old. While it dominates the surrounding area, a complex root system below the surface connects it with other bulbushes in the area. Nutrient flow within this network suggests the giant bulb has adapted to feed the weaker bushes and keep the forest healthy. Alright. And the mesmers are getting super close, so we'll head back to the sea moth. Oh geez. See that monster coming out of the darkness? Alright guys, just leave me alone. Oh, okay. Looks like we're at full health. So we're directly above that. So what you want to do, or at least what we're going to do for now... Oh, really? It's a little disorienting. There we go. So we're going to head north. We're heading north for a purpose. Trying to find something very specific. And this is it. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, and you can hear the Reaper.
Local scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
Oh, and there's a warper too. Okay, so we will... Let's see. Yeah, I don't much care for the Reapers. Honestly, their roars kind of freak me out a little bit. I know I've said that a few times. Oh, no. No! Jeez, look how many of them there are. They're all over this frickin' place. I was like, what? Okay, so we are gonna say, large entrance. Unfortunately, the Mesmer didn't give me that cool psychedelic thing. Right, okay, so where are our beacons? Large entrance, we'll say your... What color is that? Teal? Teal is good. So that's... you can kind of see it. It's a pretty big entrance. If you are going to... And it kind of flips around whenever you look down and change your angle. We'll just check it out real fast. We're not going to go this way, but you can see it goes down and it definitely opens up. Okay, so that warper is a little upset. And there's a bone shark flying around, and we have a different creature down here. And actually... Oh, jeez! How about you run away? So the music changed. So we're in a new biome. Sort of. Another mesmer. Man, look at all these hostile things. We're just gonna get out and scan that real fast. Okay, I don't know if that... Well, maybe that thing wasn't coming after me. We'll scan it super quick.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yep, and yeah, sorry, it's a little disorienting. Did I say disorientating like a English person? Okay, and we're gonna head south a little bit. So we dropped our beacon off there. If you take the Cyclops, that's where you go. We're not gonna go that way just yet. Because that's not it's not the way we want to go. It said I had a new blueprint as well. We'll have to get to a better point. And that's the wreck we were at earlier. Let's head towards the surface. Recharge our batteries a little bit, fix our Seamoth. Maybe snack on one of the nutrient blocks. Or a Reginald, that's fine too. Okay, so you, knife. I pretty much always have the knife on me. And yeah, so you notice one bone shark attack dropped us down to 85, whereas in the prawn it brought us down to 95, so it's a little bit of a difference. You know what, I'll eat both Reginalds. Why not? Okay, blueprint that we got. What was it? Oh yeah, Cyclops sonar upgrade. That's cool. I love the sonar upgrades. Problem is they burn through so much power. Although that's not, you know, I mean, once you get some of the Cyclops, well, depending on where you are, the Cyclops has that thermal reactor where it absorbs, you know, heat energy and converts it to power. And when you're down, you know, if you go through that big entrance right there, it'll take you to someplace hot. Kind of the way this map works is, like I mentioned before, it's almost like a circle if you're looking down on it from above. You know, there's the center ring, there's a middle ring, and then there's the center circle, then there's a middle ring just outside that, and then an outer ring. And that still holds, but, you know, if you look at it from the side... Just curious what that is. Oh, Sea Glide part. Okay. If you look at it from the side, there's about, I'd say, 4 layers. So you have the top layer, which we're on now. The one below that is the Jelly Shroom Caves. A little bit below that is the inactive lava zone, which is where we'll be going. And then below that is the active lava zone, because basically one of the things said that we're in a volcanic crater that's essentially inactive. And the only way to get deeper is through caves, unfortunately. So that's essentially where you have to go. It's, you know, in my mind, it's not necessarily the greatest thing. Like finding that first cave to get into the inactive lava zone is a real a real frickin' pain. Okay, would anything to contribute? No. Alright, Mr. Reginald. We're gonna grab a couple of you. We're gonna take some salt from our water machine. Drink you. Honestly, I'm not sure why I'm doing this, because everywhere you go in the game has fish. And whenever you get the thermal blade, you can attack them and immediately consume them, so you don't need to carry food around anymore after that. Okay, so did say that I wanted to go to... Yeah, so whenever you find the opening to the area called the Lost River, you get this message. So we're gonna go there. Lifepod 12, we don't need that anymore. See, oh wait, I was gonna say there's a bone shark that followed me back, but it's been here pretty much this whole time. Maybe they'll fight with the stalkers and leave me out of it. Okay, let me just pause for a second. Alright. Well, I'm like totally looking in the wrong direction, aren't I? Yep. Okay. Oh, come on, Manny. Do you have to get in front of the screen? No, not on the keyboard, Manny Cat. Go. Go that way. Always. Okay, I think everything's fine. I don't think he hit any keys that are, you know, super crazy or anything. Man, I swear I just fed him like an hour ago. Just likes to eat. Well, it's okay. I think we're just about done with this episode. Anyway, although I did say I was going to get to the disease research facility, so we're going to get there. So there's actually a few different ways. So basically the sequence of events so far has been, you know, you restore your radio, get the call from the sunbeam, you find the island, watch the sunbeam get shot down, then you're like, okay, well, let's, you know, that's bad, let's figure out what the deal is with that. Oh yeah, let's avoid the rocks. You explore the gun platform, find out you're infected, and then once you find out you're infected, you're like, well, let's try and cure this thing. Download some data about a like a disease research facility. And then it basically just tells you it's southwest of the gun platform. Which is great. It is. But you know, it's not, I mean, it's, you know, 800 meters below, and you need to find a cave entrance in order to get there. Oh geez, are you kidding me? Where? Okay, so these are the floating islands. Since we're here, we'll just, oh, hey you. Oh, it still bit me. Son of a biscuit. Oh, geez, look at that thing. Man, it's... And that's not fair. That is one thing that annoys me. They just go through... I assume they're so... because they're so big, but... Right, so if you go down, this... Oh, come on! Yep, see, there's a lot of floating islands. There's a lot of bone sharks in here. The big floating island... Maybe not that big one. This one has a wreck on it, which is... got some pretty good stuff. That's usually where I find the, you know, cannons and all that. It has a part of the Cyclops engine if you need it. Although, you know, it's a couple parts, actually. It's, you know, again, it's random. I just want to see what that is real fast. What that data pod is. Creature decoy. Okay, I already have it. I'm not looking to get some... Not looking to get my inventory filled up at the moment. We'll repair... Oh, see? Look at you. Look at you. Okay, run away. Run away. That's what I... That's right.
Welcome aboard,
Don't be like that.
Captain.
Okay, so we'll just head deep, because I mentioned like this earlier, like how dark it gets, and you can see normally you don't come here, but now that I'm fully upgraded on my... I mean, honestly, it's kind of cool down here. Because, I mean, just look at this. Look at the area. It's... I mean, I guess this one in the middle is not really floating because it's just hollowed out, but... So you get down here and it's like, okay, well... There's nothing. There's a ton of thermal vents. And your first thought would be, maybe I can just fly through them? Unfortunately, you can't. So... Like, seriously, kind of... Like, I drove around the first time I was trying to find this area for, like, maybe an hour, and then I was like, okay... I had to look it up. I'm like, how do you get, like, where do you go? And then, you know, even when I knew kind of where I was supposed to go, I don't know. It just took me a minute to figure it out. I don't know why. See, oh, there's a warper. And there's a crab squid. Yep. Okay, so there's the pod. What we are looking for is basically you just go deeper. So here's the hole. It's what, a little southwest? So this is just typically where you go. And it's not look how bright it is down here. Like, it's not daytime. Like, that's lights on, lights off. Like, that's the difference. It's kind of ridiculous, a little bit. So we have a couple new things, but before we do that, repair tool, I think we're okay for now. I need to pick up what? Yep, that's a biter. Okay, thermal reactor, no. 2 nickel ore, 3 sulfur. So a total of 5 nickel ore. Okay, we're not going to get the kyanite yet. And it's a Cyclops So 5 nickel or 4 that other stuff. 5 nickel and 3 sulfur. Well, okay, that's fairly easy. What about this? Man, they're going after me. It's just funny to me just hearing them bang on the hood. So I need 5 nickel ore and 3 sulfur. What? Where am I getting? Oh, those, or one of those. Okay. Well, let's so that's actually a new creature. A blighter instead of a biter. We'll just get back in because they can't actually do anything. Blighter, look at it. They got dark circles around their eyes. A little bit higher threat level. Small predator shares a close resemblance to the more common biter, but tends towards a more solitary, less aggressive hunting style. Olfactory stalk. Yep. While the red-tipped protrusion on the blighter's head once served as a sensory apparatus, it is adapted not to chase, but to coax its prey into its path. As prey creatures are attracted to the dancing of the stalk, the blighter can dart forward to catch and consume them. One row of sharp, piercing teeth is all the blighter needs to tear through its prey. This creature has found little use for eyes in the deep, dark caverns it inhabits, and its eyeballs are likely sensitive to nothing more than broad fluctuations in local light sources, e.g. when a meal is crossing its path. Assessment: avoid or incapacitate. They're not too bad. They're basically biters, just a little bit more aggressive. And I want to scan those things. They're like a larger spider crabbish version of the... Oh, geez, look at that. They frickin' jump, though. Of the cave crawler. Scavengers and parasites. See cave crawler like that thing? Blood crawler. An agile territorial scavenger that moves in packs across the seabed, closely related to the amphibious cave crawler but adapted to deep-sea conditions. The greatest difference between the crawlers on 4546b are the forelegs, which extend more than a meter from the blood crawler's torso, allowing it to move at surprising speed across the seabed, even to scale walls. The blood crawler can lower its entire body to bring its mandibles within grasping distance of the carrion on which it feeds, while retaining the maneuverability it requires to avoid its predators. Assessment: necessary waste recycler. Avoid or incapacitate. Alright. Okay. Still doing alright. Alright, so you can see it's a lot different down here. And, I don't know if you heard that. There's a uraniite. We'll jump out real fast. Scan one of these. Where is it? Oh, was that it? Yep. So there's a juvenile. Oh, hey there, buddy. Ow. Well, I guess I should have known better. Thankfully, I have the reinforced diving suit. Come on, keep scan. River Prowler. Let's go scan this. Okay, so that thing's... The ghost ray is just another ray. It's just, you know, it's... We'll get it back in our Seamoth. I'd prefer for it to not, put that there. Okay. Herbivore is large. Ghost Ray. This ray species has adapted to deep sea conditions. Its body is fully protected by a translucent skin, and its large wings are capable of generating considerable thrust. Poisonous flesh. As is common for rays on 4546b, the ghost ray's flesh is inedible, making it one of the more resilient herbivores. Feeding behavior. Feeds on plant matter that is settled on the ground in deep sea caverns. Assessment: inedible. Well, that's good. I feel weird. And also was the river prowler. Now, if you want some serious, interesting stuff, look up, underwater rivers and stuff. It talks about the brine, which is that green stuff. So, river prowler, a fast, agile predator discovered at great depths. Powerful jaws used for both scavenging prey and warding off larger predators, such as that ghost leviathan. Torso. Its eel-like torso is highly vulnerable, consisting predominantly of spinal column and cartilage. It shows significant overlap with other eel-like predators on 4546b. Attack profile. It will aggressively keep its jaws facing its opponent, but smaller, faster life forms may have the advantage. Assessment: avoid. So you can kill just about everything. And, just about everything, I mean everything. Alright, so this is gonna suck. Those are two of the... Hey there, buddy. Those are two of the pieces of sulfur that I need. Or more, right? And we're just gonna go for it. This stuff hurts you, by the way. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, and I think I might have gotten bit also. Can I scan it from here? Yes. Sulfur is a highly reactive, non-metallic element, usually found in abundance underground. Common applications include production of acidic compounds and combustibles. Assessment: essential for advanced fabrication. And that's true. That is true. We need, well, for now, we need about 3 of them. Okay. Was that another one? No. Amoeboid. Check you out real fast. A simple, non-sentient organism found attached to land with high levels of fossilized organic matter. It feeds on this matter until it reaches maturity, at which point it divides to create 2 new, genetically identical offspring, and the cycle continues. What is this coral? Oh, the pyrocoral. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that stuff. This coral species is unlike any other encountered on 4546b, insofar as it relies on magma flow rather than water current to deliver nutrients. As lava rises up from the planet's core and erupts at vents, this coral forms around the base until eventually it has surrounded the entire vent. Lava is then funneled up through the coral, allowing it to siphon minerals and heat as it goes. It's pretty interesting. Oh, geez. Oh, right. Well, that's my fault.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, health is 70. That's fine for now. We'll drink some water. Boom. So that leaves us exactly enough to get the 5 pieces of nickel and another of those things, the crystalline sulfur. So that's basically the real reason we came down here. Man, that thing is noisy. But that's okay. It is alright. So we're just gonna peek around here for a little bit. That is lithium. That looks like magnetite. So this is the area they basically made for people to create another base. What is that? Magnetite, okay. Is that lithium? Alright, well, this is the only area with the crystalline sulfur and the nickel. Oh, and there's crystalline sulfur, okay. Come on, there we go. I didn't even get hurt that time. It's awesome. Yeah, so once you come down here, basically every resource is down here. And that sounds like warpers are down here, but... oh, maybe they are. You also find large deposits of, like, everything. I'm gonna be honest, I might just, Oh, that's magnetite, okay. The whole point, at least for the immediate, is, nickel. And some of this other stuff, and I think we're probably gonna have to do the... Is that it, or is that lithium? That's lithium. I think we're just gonna have to do the quarantine platform next time, which is kind of a shame. Or not quarantine platform, the disease research facility next time. That's kind of a shame. Alright, big boy. We're gonna do two things real fast. We're gonna scan this big thing. And you better not come near me. But I think you're going to. Skeletal remains. It talked about lots of... Okay, you. Alright. There we go. Jeez. Okay, well, we're gonna jump back in the pod and then I think use one of our health kits. Yeah, we'll do it. I want to be certain. I would like to be certain that I don't get killed by the thing that I'm about to try and scan. Wherever it is. Come on, where'd you go? Okay, there it is. And if I find nickel along the way, even better. So with this one, I believe you can... Oh, well, it still hurt me. Oh, come on, man. There we go. Scan, scan, scan. Hurry, 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 hurry. Come on. Boom. Look at that thing. Alright, so let's read about the ghost juvenile Leviathan. That doesn't make any sense how I said that. Leviathans. Ghost Leviathan juvenile. Yep, threat level high. This large predator has adapted to live in deep waters and dark cave systems, attacking anything and everything in its quest to grow larger. Torso. Soft outer membrane and elongated body enable superior navigation of tight cave environments. Displays some similarities to other eel-like predators in the area. However, the Ghost Leviathan has... Ghost Leviathan is covered over the electrical prongs on its inner torso with a taut, transparent membrane, which delivers superior maneuverability. Diet. In its juvenile state, this leviathan feeds on larger herbivores and unfortunate members of its own species. They display a remarkable rate of growth which shows no signs of stopping, suggesting they must abandon their hatching grounds before they grow too large and make for more open waters. And remember, was it this one or Power of the Fittest? So this is where we are. That's the juvenile leviathan. Everything can be killed. Alright, so let's continue looking around. There is something else in here, but we'll, there's actually another gate. But we're gonna leave that for now because you can't do anything with it yet. What I really want is nickel. And as you can see, we're pretty deep. Pretty deep. And we are gonna have to go deeper. Oh, right, I did want to... Is that nickel? That might... No, that looks like magnetite. Lots of magnetite. And diamond over there. And lithium. I bet that's nickel, isn't it? Oh, well, it doesn't tell me, but... I'm certain it is. nearly certain. That's nickel. Right? Yep. We need 5 pieces of it. Nickel is a medium-hard, ductile metal used extensively in the production of strong metal alloys. It has applications throughout the construction industry. Does indeed. Does indeed. You know, we never listened to that other one. Medical Officer Danby's crew log.
I'm not really a doctor. I know that's what my ID says, but I never have been. Cheated the medical exams. What does a doctor these days need to know about manually resetting bones? When was the last time a top surgeon actually cut someone open? That's what the robots are for. Doctors these days read diagnoses off of computer readouts. For that, I'm perfectly qualified. But what good is it when I'm not connected to the main network? I'm bleeding. I've got glowing green pustules growing on my hands. I run a self-scan and it tells me I've got skin irritation. The only thing I studied in medical school was how to lie convincingly. What the hell do I know about how to treat an alien disease? I think I'm actually going to die down here.
Well, he was right. So, I don't know if you caught that. I was making some noise while he said it, but he cheated on his medical exams. Which, I mean, let's be honest, even Bart wasn't able to figure out how to cure the illness. So, well, you know. Yeah, so nickel is a little bit of a pain. Although generally speaking it's not. I mean, technically it's easier to find deeper. So we'll head that way now. So yeah, imagine coming down here with a prawn. Which I will do. But yeah, it's you definitely want the grappling hook first. Is that nickel? Yes it is. Yeah, so it's... And if we're lucky, that's more nickel. I don't think we're lucky. No, that's diamond. There is a bunch of diamond, though, so that's good. And that is what? Sandstone. So there's just resources all over the place. Alright, now we're in an open area again. So, we'll, how we doing on stuff? Well, we need 3 more nickel ore before we can upgrade our prawn a little bit, and our cyclops. So, well, we'll stop here for now. Save real fast. So, seriously guys, thank you for your time, thank you for your attention. I really do hope you guys enjoy these videos. I enjoy making them. So, any comments, feedback, whatever, let me hear it. I like to read that stuff, and I'll try and respond to it if I can. Hope to see you guys next time. You know, if you do enjoy these videos, I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping around all over the place. If you like the videos, you know, like, subscribe, whatever. And I hope to see you guys next time. Alright guys, until then, take care.